No one was hurt during the filming of this episode of Did You Know? It's all part of the narrative to enhance the episode as it is.
Train. Woo! Alright. Woo! Hi everyone, how's it all going? Welcome back to another episode of Did You Know? Fun facts about fun things. And we're sort of wrapping up, like I keep mentioning, wrapping up the season of the show, and everything's been so exciting, and I've enjoyed making every episode, and hopefully everyone's been enjoying to watch it and comment and like and whatnot, and thank you so much for all your support. But this is Did You Know? Fun facts about fun things, and of course the series dedicated to the crazy facts about space. Absolutely right though too, but today's topic is really cool because it's where we live. It's our galaxy. It is about the Milky Way. Milky Way. The Milky Way galaxy, not the chocolate bar. Although I don't mind a bit of chocolate every now and again. The Milky Way chocolate bar is quite nice, actually. Don't mind to splash a few dollars and go, that's quite nice, and just to fill the tum up with a bit of chocolate energy and whatnot too. But yeah, it's about the Milky Way galaxy where we live, and it's so vast and so big as galaxies are. And the crazy thing that I learnt as well too about our Milky Way galaxy is the fact that it is one of the oldest galaxies to come together since the Big Bang way back when. They estimated the Big Bang to happen 13.7 billion years ago, and roughly estimating that the our Milky Way galaxy formed 13.6 billion years ago. So not long after it all started to get together, fresh and new, our galaxy started to come together pretty quickly, which is so awesome. But no, I can't wait to get into this episode too. But otherwise, I don't see why we shouldn't just get straight into it and find out about the Milky Way galaxy. And there's a lot in this episode. There's quite a bit of information, so try and keep up if you can. But all the information that I put into the animation is always of importance in terms of like what's going on and whatnot. So hope you enjoy this one. Here we go.
I'm out here moving Earth by 7 a.m. A few hours of this, and boy, I'm good and ready for a Milky Way bar. Take a break, get my mind on what's ahead. I love it.
You get the goodness of a quarter cup of milk in every bar. There's milk, natural cane and corn sugars, and thick chocolate in a Milky Way bar.
Boy, that Milky Way's great. Life doesn't stop when the workday's done.
Milky Way day helps you work, rest, and play.
Right. One more moment. Sorry about this. I'll be back. Promise. Excuse me. Producer. Are you the producer? Come here. Come here. Hi, welcome back. I do apologise for that wrong video being played, but it's all been sorted. The producer and I sat down and chatted it all out, and I explained to him exactly what the idea of the show is. He's actually quite new, so just learning his way around the whole sort of setup and whatnot. But it's all good now, and we've queued up the right video, so now we can sit down and watch animation and some information about the Milky Way galaxy. Here we go.
For thousands of years, people of all different cultures around the world have gazed up at the skies and watched the beauty of our Milky Way galaxy.
Our solar system, including our Sun and all of the planets and objects within it, is just a small part of the Milky Way galaxy. All of the stars that we see in the night sky are part of our galaxy, and when you think of the number of them, it's almost overwhelming. A galaxy is a huge group of gas, stars, dust, and rocks that are held together through gravity. Galaxies come in a lot of shapes and sizes, and our Milky Way is called a large barred spiral galaxy. If you look up at night, you can see the milky band of light that crosses the sky. While ancient astronomers could only make educated guesses about our galaxy, the astronomers of today use high-technology telescopes combined with the information gathered from the interstellar spacecraft and probes. In the past, astronomers thought that the Milky Way had 4 major arms that stretched out around the galaxy. However, we now know that there are only 2 major arms that are at the ends of the stars in the central bar area, and 2 minor arms. They have given names to these 2 major arms of Scutum Centaurus and Perseus. The 2 minor arms are called Norma and Sagittarius. Scientists have had a major challenge in attempting to count the stars in the Milky Way galaxy. The problem is that Earth and our solar system is located on one of the outer arms, and we can't get a really good view. We are 25,000 light-years from the galaxy center, and the best estimate that they can come up with is around 100 billion stars. The stars are part of a large disk that has a diameter of 100,000 light-years. History. The first astronomer to recognize that the band of light that was viewed in the celestial sky was actually stars was in Galileo Galilei in 1610. The telescope that he used then was very simple. From that time until the early 1920s, a majority of astronomers assumed that the Milky Way made up all of the stars in the universe. Structure. Astronomers have used telescopes as well as mathematic calculations to analyze the Milky Way galaxy. One of the clues about the shape of the galaxy happens when astronomers map the bright young stars along with the ionized hydrogen that's in the disk of the Milky Way. They call these clouds the HII regions, and they are caused by the ionization of the hot, new stars that have little or no protons and electrons. Astronomers noted that this situation occurs in the arms of other spiral galaxies and helped to confirm the shape of our own Milky Way. Astronomers also measure the dominant colors and the quantity of dust in our galaxy to match them with other galaxies. They have noted that the major arms of our galaxy seem to contain the most old and young stars, and the minor arms seem to be filled with the kind of gas and dust that is needed to make new stars. Our Sun exists in a smaller, partial arm that is called the Orion arm or Orion spur. It, along with our solar system, is positioned between the Perseus and Sagittarius arms. The study of our Milky Way galaxy has allowed scientists to understand that the universe contains billions of other galaxies. However, other than our own Milky Way, there are only 3 other galaxies that we can see as fuzzy images without a telescope. When in Earth's southern hemisphere, astronomers can see the small and large Magellanic Clouds, which are considered to be satellite galaxies of the Milky Way. Both of these are around 160,000 light-years away. The Andromeda Galaxy is a bigger galaxy that can be viewed from the northern hemisphere of Earth, and it's around 2.5 million light-years away. Andromeda is moving closer to our Milky Way galaxy, and it's thought that it will collide with us in around 4 billion years. To give you an idea of distance, it takes the light from our neighbor galaxies around 2.5 million years to get to Earth. Astronomers have to use calculations to configure the number of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. This is a very sophisticated process because they have to calculate the galaxy mass and then the part of that mass that consists of the stars. The next step is to decide on an average star's mass to figure out the total number of stars. It isn't easy because we know that stars, including our Sun, come in a variety of sizes. Scientists have used a number of different models to estimate the number of stars in our galaxy, including computer models. Although they are unsure of the exact number, they believe that on the high-end estimate there is 400 billion stars and 100 billion stars on a low-end estimate. Scientists have to configure the speed of galaxies based on respect to the cosmic wave background radiation. Our Milky Way galaxy is speeding through space at around 343 miles, 552 km per second. We have a supermassive black hole at the central core of the Milky Way galaxy that is named Sagittarius A*. They believe the central core area has around 4.3 million suns. Not that long after the Big Bang, the Milky Way galaxy started to form from a series of dense regions. It's believed that globular clusters that exist today was the area where the first stars began. These are considered to be some of the oldest stars within the Milky Way. The Milky Way of the past isn't the one that we have today. Over time, it has collided and merged with other galaxies. The Milky Way galaxy's gas, stars, and dust orbit around the center of the galaxy at around 220 km per second. The Milky Way is currently growing by getting stars from a little galaxy that's really close to us called the Sagittarius dwarf spheroidal and some of the Magellanic Clouds material. Exploration and study. The amount of time that it takes for a spacecraft to leave our solar system and enter the outer areas is far too long. There have been only 5 robotic spacecraft that have speed fast enough to travel into interstellar space, and so far, only NASA's Voyager 1 has actually gone across that boundary in 2012. Voyager 2 will be transitioning next. NASA's New Horizons spacecraft did a flyby of Pluto in 2015 and is exploring beyond Neptune to the Kuiper belt, where it will eventually exit the solar system. NASA's Pioneer 10 and 11 spacecraft are both inactive but will also leave the solar system. To get answers to our questions at a faster rate, we need to use technology. The James Webb Space Telescope has given scientists the ability to collect information on a number of star types that existed far back in the early galaxy development. Observations using spectroscopy has allowed astronomers to research hundreds of thousands of galaxies and get answers to their formation and watch how they changed. Our Milky Way is warped. Scientists have been studying the central bulge of our galaxy and has noted that the warped shape may be due to 2 of our galactic neighbors. The Small and Large Magellanic Clouds are 2 dwarf galaxies that are part of our local group. They believe that they are orbiting around the Milky Way in a kind of tug-of-war game that is pulling our galaxy's dark matter. This constant pulling changes the frequency of the hydrogen gas in our galaxy. The Milky Way has a halo. Astronomers think that there is a mysterious halo around our galaxy that is due to dark matter. Around 90% of the mass of the Milky Way is dark matter that we can't see. All of the matter that we can see is called luminous matter, and that makes up 10% of the mass of the galaxy. The halo isn't visible, but scientists have demonstrated that it exists when they create simulations without the mass that is invisible combined with the speed of the stars in the galaxy's center disk orbit. The Milky Way is average in size. Galaxies range in size with the number of stars. The smaller dwarf galaxies have around 10 billion stars, and the larger galaxies can have as many as 1 trillion stars. It's estimated that the Milky Way has between 100 to 400 billion stars. The number is constantly changing as we gain new stars and then lose others through supernovae. The most stars that you can see from anywhere in the world in the night sky is around 2,500. New stars are being produced in the Milky Way galaxy at a rate of around 7 per year. Our galaxy is filled with so much dust and gas that it makes up around 10 to 15% of the visible or luminous mass. Astronomers use infrared telescopes to detect the dust and gas. Galaxies change their size and volume by colliding with other galaxies as well as consuming the smaller ones. The Milky Way has altered its size by doing the same thing and is currently adding new stars from the close by Canis Major dwarf galaxy. Earth is located inside the galactic disk, which is around 26,000 light-years from the galactic center. We can't take a picture of the Milky from above due to where we live. This means that all of the pictures that you have seen of the full Milky Way are really just done by really good artists. The Milky Way is almost as old as the universe. Astronomers place the age of the universe at around 13.7 billion years and the Milky Way at 13.6 billion years. This means that the Milky Way came about fairly close after the Big Bang. The oldest stars that we have are in globular clusters, but some areas of the Milky Way, such as the disk and bulge, didn't form until nearing 10 to 12 billion years ago. Our Milky Way is part of a bigger group that includes 50 other galaxies in the local group. This may sound like a lot, but as we expand out, we find that the local group is part of every bigger group known as the Virgo supercluster. The superclusters are galaxy groups on a huge scale that have diameters that are thousands of light years. There are lots of open spaces in between the superclusters. There are around 100 galaxy groups in the Virgo supercluster and are located in a 110 million light-year diameter.
Fantastic, fantastic. There you go. There is the information about our Milky Way galaxy and what's involved and how it all became to what it was. And where we're located, we're not in the middle, we're sort of on one of the arms, sort of around the side. And, you know, like you mentioned on the video, it's all about artists' version of what our Milky Way galaxy looks like, because we're sort of in the corner, we can't quite look at it directly. So it's essentially guesswork, but otherwise it's fascinating to look up in the sky, especially when it's a clear night. And if you're not in a city, like it mentions, if you're out in the country or somewhere where there's less light, you'll be able to see on a clear night a very beautiful Milky Way all around us and whatnot. So, but otherwise, that's it, hey? That's all we got time for today. And and one more episode. Oh, how good is that, huh? The finale for for Crazy Facts About Space will be coming up very soon, and it will be a very good episode, I can assure you. So please stay tuned for when that happens, and book your time to sit down and watch it when it comes out. Otherwise, you can watch it anytime too. And also remember that all other episodes and other shows are all available on my YouTube channel. Just a matter of just going through it, seeing what you like, whether it be making an instrument or learning the guitar or whatnot like this, or enjoying the information about space. You can sit down anytime and watch it from my YouTube channel. Otherwise, take care, all the best, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye! All right. Here we go, here we go, here we go.